Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute little card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll be able to click the links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I designed this card with Sale-a-Bration in mind, even though this stamp set is not in the Sale-a-Bration brochure. It is in the January to June mini catalog. But I wanted to talk to you about joining Stampin' Up. This is such a great bargain, especially during Sale-a-Bration. You can choose $125 of any products that we sell, and you'll pay just $99 for it, and you get free shipping. But during Sale-a-Bration, you also get some designer series paper. The catalog and the flyer say you get 6 packs of 6x6 paper. This is an error. You actually get 5. I have 4 here right for you. Each pack has 40 sheets, and it has 4 sheets of every color in the color families. So there's 10 colors in Regals. So you get 40 sheets of Regals, 40 sheets of the Settles, 40 sheets of the Neutrals, 40 sheets of the In Color Designer Series paper. These are the In Colors that were introduced last June, the 2022 In Colors. They will be continuing for another year. You will not get the 19 to 21 In Colors. They'll be retiring soon. And you will not get the 21 23 In Colors because they like to save those as a surprise for us. But you'll also get the Brights. You can actually order the 6x6 Designer Series papers in all the color families now, but they have a different pattern. This is the one that you'll see in this year's annual catalog. So you could certainly use these. I just want to compare these two. So I designed these cards with this in mind. I designed this project with these products. These all add up to exactly $125. And then of course you get the pack of Designer Series paper for free. I do have the directions for this project on my website, but if you do decide to join my team, I will send you the directions for these other projects using the products that you will be buying. So I've tried to give you a couple of different layouts with a little cutout. And with that $125, these are the products you'll get. You'll get the You Are Amazing. You get the little mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. And that comes with all the plates that you need. You'll get the greenery embossing folders, which fit in here. You'll get the Brights assortment of cardstock. I've cut these down to one of my usual card layers. But the Color Family Assortments pack can be found on page 144 of the annual catalog. And with these assortment packs, you get 20 sheets, 2 of each of the 10 colors. You get the note cards. These are Whisper White, but you'll get the basic white, which is very similar, and that gives you 20 card bases and 20 envelopes. You'll get the polka dot tulle ribbon, and you'll get a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals. You get 3 sheets like this. Of course, you could get this in any of the color families, so that's 53 colors that you have to pick from. And you'll also select 1 stamp pad. I pulled out one of each of those designs of Designer Series paper, and I'm cutting 3/4 of an inch off. And then I'm cutting this down to 2 inches and 2 inches. You'll actually using 2 card bases. One you're going to cut 1 inch off. Then one you're going to be using for your layers. I have a piece of 2 inches by 4 3/4. And then you'll be stamping on some, so I'm going to use this piece. You'll need a piece of gorgeous grape that's 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. I gave you the wrong dimensions. It should be 2 by 4 1/2. So that these 2 pieces will layer. This is our card base. These are already scored for you. There's a bumpy side and a V side. They're often called the valley and the mountain. The valley is the one that actually turns into the mountain when you fold it. And you may also want to have a piece of sticky note. So I'm going to lay this back down here so I can see where that goes. And I'm laying this sticky note here so to cover up, because I don't want to be stamping in that area. Okay, let's get started. There's one stamp with these stars and confetti, and I'm just going to be stamping randomly and I'm turning it so I'm not getting exactly the same pattern. So when you take off the mask, you get this nice straight edge. My happy birthday will be stamped here, but I want to stamp up. I want to have a lighter color. So I'm inking up my stamp, and then I'm stamping on just scratch paper. And then I'm going to, this is called fussy cutting. I'm just going to cut it around here. I want to leave a small border on there. Then I'm going to glue this to some more of the gorgeous grape cardstock. And I will cut around this, leaving a little border. Embossing, so I'm using the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this piece of white. This has all the directions for you, so if you're embossing, you're going to use the number 1 plate and the embossing folder. This has 2 embossing folders actually. I used this one for this card, but for this card I'm using this overall design. So I'm going to put my cardstock in there, and you want to kind of line it up so it's straight, and put the number 3 plate on top, and then roll it through the machine. We do have a larger machine, This one's great for having on your desk if you don't have a lot of space like me. And it's also good for travel. And you can use almost all of our dies in that machine. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then some of the folders that are these narrower folders. On my list, I did not have an adhesive for you. The multi-purpose liquid glue is a really good choice. It's nice and thick, and it holds really strong, and it gives you a little bit of time to kind of wiggle things around to get them right where you want them. I'm actually doing this a little bit different because I should have put these pieces on before. Frankly, I forgot, so I'll just put my strips here. I want to make sure that I've got all the different patterns. I want to flag the ends like this. There's several ways you can do that. You can just snip it, and the trick is getting your snips even. So if you snip down the middle and then from the corners to the end of your snip, you can get it even. You can use punches like this Banner's Pick-a-Punch. We have a Banner triple punch that will also cut that flag in. We have this tailored tag punch that cuts a flag in. It's kind of a shallow flag. But what I have done is I have just put a piece of cardstock and graph paper together. And I'm going to line these up and use the grid to make sure I've got them centered. And then I'm going to use this to snip. The trick to doing this is you want to have an even number of squares across so that you have a line in the middle to work with. This is 5 inches, and so I'm going to give myself a little mark at 2.5 inches. I'm going to just lay these down with the points near the edge of the card, and I would like about 1/8 of an inch or so between them. We'll put more glue on the back of the gorgeous grape and put this down, and that will hold all those flags even. We'll put the happy birthday on with some dimensionals. Dimensionals, these are like a penny a piece, and they're a very inexpensive way to really add a lot to your card. Just having it elevated just that little bit. So put that there. Then I'm just tying like maybe 4 inches. That is all we need. I'm just tying a knot in this ribbon. And you could use the glue here and let it dry for a while so it doesn't seep through. But I'm going to go ahead and use a glue dot so I don't have to wait. So I'm just putting that here and putting my ribbon there. You may want to get the Simply Chamois. You can use this for cleaning your stamps. These are the basic tools that I rely on a regular basis. Stampin' Dimensionals, mini glue dots, paper snips, Stampin' Seal. And I always use my paper trimmer, so you may want to decide to get this instead of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is a lot less than the embossing machine. You will use it all the time, and it would give you some extra money to spend on extra stamp pads or whatever. So I hope that you would like to join my team. I would love to have you in the family. You can do that to save money, or you can make money as a demonstrator. And I will send you the directions for all of these cards if you do. Talk to you soon. Bye. Here is the web address for this project where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. Also on my website, you'll find a shop button. Under shop, you'll find products from Bev, shopping strategies, frequent shopper points, a link to my online store at Stampin' Up. When you click products from Bev, you'll find information about sharing my current products notebook in Evernote, and taggers. I started making taggers when all of those layering shapes came out, and it was so hard for me to figure out which one I used and how to tell somebody else which one I used. So I made taggers. Each tagger has the name of the dies, the item number, how many in the set, and each tagger has the size of that shape. I also sell my cardstock sampler, fine tip glue pen replacement tips, and large and small reclosable bags that I use for designer series paper, both the 6x6 and the 12x12. And I have a link for my friend's bow maker. Under inspiration, you can scroll my projects, look at the latest post, find out about the basics, which I've designed especially for new stampers, and techie tips. Under getting organized, you'll find links to stamp case slips, product labels, large labels, case inserts, ink refill cases, lots of coloring tools, a stamp pad storage solution for practically no money, catalog tabs, a quick reference, and a wish list with the catalog index, directions for my basic toolkit to go and my compact desktop toolbox. I have so many people looking for my Evernote current products notebook that I have a new tab just for that. You can find out how to share my searchable catalog. You can go to SIP Together and you can find out how to join my team so that you can either save money or make money. Thank you for stopping by. Talk to you soon.